I'm Tom from California Dad Reviews. Let's take a look at 5 ideas for awesome birthday cakes for your 3-year-old. So number 5 here, this is a very simple design. So basically you're just getting a store-bought sheet cake. You can either have them do this at the store or you can do it at home, just creating a very simple pirate ship design. And I like this because, again, it's just that sheet cake base, very inexpensive. You can get it at the supermarket, and you're just using these colored frostings to add the design of a pirate ship. You can do a little pirate flag on there, add some water, and your kid might even be able to help you out with this one. Number 4, let's move on to our next cake. So this is something that I saw at a bakery that I love. This is basically an inverted kind of circular cake, half circle cake. But as you can see, they've added these really fun, playful touches with some fondant that creates the look of a winking bear. So you can do this fully with fondant, or you could cut out some of the ears and little pieces on there and add those on, and then just do piped icing for the eyes. So very simple. You do need a cake mold to achieve this particular one, but I think that's really a cool design, and particularly if you don't want to go for a logo character or branded character, just that bear is a really nice classic type of cake. Let's look at number 3. This is leaning into using the branded characters. This is a Thomas cake. Again, very simple though. So you don't actually have to create the Thomas character on the cake itself. You can see the cake is actually just a very simple round cake where the baker has put some fondant on there for me that's in the color of the Thomas and Friends trains there, particularly Thomas. And we've got a piece on the top that creates the tunnel. But then if you actually look, it's just figurines that are adding the Thomas. And in this case, also we added some Cars figurines on there too. So the baker didn't have to create those very intricate characters, just got some brand new toys for those and added those to the cake. And the tracks under Thomas there are also actually pieces of fondant. So kind of a creative way to make it a little easier for the baker, make it a little bit easier on your budget since they don't have to do a full design there, and to add in those characters still. Again, just think about adding figurines to your cake. Number 2, this is very beautiful and classic. Again, this is similar, but the character here is actually made from fondant. So it's going to be a little bit pricier of a cake to create because the baker would have to, or you would have to if you want to learn to do it yourself, create that beautiful giraffe or other animal, whatever your kid's favorite animal is. And by 3, they're definitely going to have a favorite. So you can create that. Again, very classic otherwise. It's just a circular cake at the bottom. So that part is pretty easy. You could do this with a figurine, of course, as well if you want to cut down on the budget and the time. But I like that this, again, doesn't bring in those branded characters or anything. It's just very classic, very simple. And if you do create it with the fondant, it's really a conversation piece to have that airbrushed design, just beautiful character on there. Now finally, number 1, the top one. For a 3-year-old, you could go with a cake, but why not go with cupcakes? Because it's much easier for them to handle themselves. A 1-year-old isn't going to be able to pick something up really and eat it by themselves anyway, but a 3-year-old, they're really going to be valuing their independence. They're going to want to be able to do things for themselves. And so rather than handing them a slice of cake, go for a cupcake where they can peel it and they can eat it and they can feel like a really big kid. And you can see here, this is a really easy design, creating different Sesame Street characters. In this case, just big eyeballs piped on with icing. You're really just creating texture with a pastry bag to add in the fur on each of them. They're nice, vibrant primary colors that your kid will love, and it just creates a really simple experience. You can put them on a tower like this to turn them into more of a cake feel at the party, but then each kid can get their own cupcake. If you found this helpful, please do subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate it.